The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Can I keep it in? Heaven knows I've tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, just let them know. Alright, they're playing around. That's one of my favorite songs, Frozen, Let It Go. Alright, y'all, let's get started, because don't have a lot of time, and it's early. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm on the Norwegian Gem cruise ship. Been here for over a month. Me and my wife, we have a ministry of helping people on the cruise ship, preaching God's word. And what I like to do when I'm on these ships is talk about money and finance, shoot a couple videos while we're here. And today is the last day. Yay, last day. I get to get back on land. Today is the last day of the trip, and I get to go back home to Florida. So I'm trying to wrap up a couple videos if I can. And right now, I picked this scene, so to speak, spot. There's steps. They got some nice steps here, and I'll probably pick another scene in a minute. Different parts of the ship, beautiful ship. And today, as you can see, I'm dressed up like a lizard since we in the ocean. And here we go. I love this mirror, so that way I can see myself in the camera. I'm dressed up like a lizard today. You can call it a lizard, a fish. I was gonna go with fish because it's water. Been on the boat for a while, and hey, that's what I do. I dress up so you can pay attention. So I got these steps because we're gonna talk about steps. Steps to have good credit. Okay, most of the time when I'm talking about credit, it's normally how to fix it, but let's do something proactive on how to have good credit, how to keep good credit. So, bottom line, let's go ahead and get started because it's early and got a lot of stuff to do today. Last day of the trip. And in case you see some people walking by, it's a public area, so hey, try to do it the best way I can. Alright, number one, first step. I like these steps. They're real comfortable. They got this thick carpet. First step to good credit is pay your bills on time. Yeah, if you pay your bills on time, you will have good credit. But hey, we all make mistakes. So in one of these videos, I'll probably show you how to fix credit, or already have one online on my website. But hey, and what are the steps to that? Pay your bills on time. What bills? What bills are we talking about? First of all, well, most of the stuff that shows up on your credit report is credit cards. Credit cards show up on your credit report, so you probably won't pay your credit cards on time. Loans, most of your loans, not all of them. Most of your loans, like student loans, stuff like that, and car loans show up on your credit report. So my suggestion to you is pay that stuff on time. Now, what if you're late? I'm reading from notes here because, like I said, it's early, but hey, I want to do the video. But what if you pay your bills late? Well, first of all, before they hit your credit report, you have something called a grace period. A grace period is basically from the time you send out a check. And I don't know who still mail checks, but people still do mail checks. You can still mail a check in the world, and it takes a minute for them to get it. So there's a grace period with late fees or without late fees, all depending on your bank. And normally that's about 1 to 15 days. So pay your bills on the 1st. Let's do an example. Most mortgages won't say you're late until after the 15th. That's just an example, okay? Car notes might be a little bit different, but bottom line, that's just an example. So as long as you don't pay it after the 15th, they won't report you late. Now that's one scenario, or some banks, they'll say if you wait till the 1st of the following month, you're 30 days late. So technically, just being technical here, that's how you get stuff off your credit. If you paid your mortgage on the 16th, you're not 30 days late, you're 16 days late. So if they report you late in your credit report and you knew you didn't pay it 30 days late, or 31 days if you want to get technical, or 32 days. 32 days if it's 31 days in a month, so to speak. You're not 30 days late. You're 28, 29, whatever it is, days late. So if you want to play that game, we can. But bottom line, just talking about how to have good credit today. All right. And then if, I always like to run scenarios. If for some reason you do go over that grace period, which is normally 15 days, you are 30 days late. Okay, let's just say you do pay it late. Okay, let's just say you do go over the 30 days, and yes, you were short some money and you didn't pay whatever on time. Okay, and then they hit your credit, and then your credit score takes a hit. All right, cool. Call the bank. What you want to do, and I've done this myself. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, and I've helped plenty of other people with the same situation. And you got a 50-50 chance of it working. It's worth a shot. You would call the bank and ask for a supervisor to remove the lates off your credit as a courtesy or favor. And like I said, I've done it before. I've been out of town, forgot to pay a bill, busy doing something, whatever it is, life hits you, stuff happens. Okay, like I said, nobody's perfect. We make mistakes. You call up the bank who you have your loan with, credit card with, say, hey, look, let me talk to a supervisor. Talk to the supervisor, say, hey, look, can you take that late off my credit report as a courtesy? I've been a customer for over a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. 50% of the time they'll say, okay, you know what, no problem, we'll do it for you, no problem. Okay, cool. So that's just a strategy on how to get a late, off credit if it happens. All right. Now, if they say no, okay, here's another side to this. If they say no, we ain't taking off your credit. Don't be late anymore. So, hey, look, if you took a hit, fine. No big deal. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, your credit will take a little bit of a hit, but bottom line, the credit system gives you 2 years. They put you in the penalty box for 2 years. So bottom line, just don't be late again for another 2 years, and you'll be good. Now, if let's just say you was trying to do something with your credit, and you said, look, man, I really didn't mean to be late, but hey, I did it. So what you want to do, the strategy to try to get your credit score back up, you want to open up a new secured loan. You can go to most of your mom and pop banks and get a secure loan or get a secure credit card. And the strategy is you're going to replace that bad loan history. If you was late with a loan, get a new loan, pay it on time for about 6 months to a year. In the United States, there's a bank called Navy Federal. Navy Federal does secure loans for about $250 to $500. So if you went to Navy Federal, if you was banking with Navy Federal, I think Wells Fargo do it. Wells Fargo is one of the bigger banks. Not alone, but they do secure credit cards. And Navy Federal does secure credit cards too. If you was to do a secure loan or secure credit card, pay that on time for the next 6 months to a year, that'll replace the bad loan history or the bad credit card history with some new good history. Okay? If you just really need to get your score back up quick. Okay? Alright. Step number two. I guess, can I move up? Nope, I can't, because I'll be out the camera shot. And then I got to play with the camera, but we'll just sit here. Bottom line, we're talking about steps. Steps. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps. And it's 12 floors in this boat. And I normally do what we call an elevator day, where I take the elevator, and then I have a step day where I take the steps. And normally, if you got that little watch on, the little, we call it the Fitbit, Fatbit, whatever it is, you can do about easily, because it's 12 floors, 10 steps per floor, or 20 steps per floor on average. You can easily do 200 steps just going up and down the ship. So, good exercise. That's how I kept this gut down on this cruise. Worked out 3-4 times a week. And like I said, I did my elevator day and I did my step day. Some days I work out, some days I wouldn't. But hey. Alright, let's keep going. Number 2, have open accounts. And I'm going to stop this video because I'm going to change the scene or change the background. And then I don't think I'm having enough time to go over all this on this video. Number 2, have open accounts. A lot of people are scared to have credit cards. Well, if you don't have any credit cards, you have no credit. It's just the way the system works. So, if you open an account, if you don't open an account, if you don't have no credit to the credit system, you dead. You don't exist. So when I talk to people and I'm helping them with their credit, and I see they have no credit cards, no loans, no nothing, it's like you don't exist. That's why your credit is bad, because you have no credit. No credit is worse than having bad credit, because at least if they seen you had some loans, some credit history, they're like, I already know what kind of person you're going to be. You're going to pay your bills on time, or you're not going to pay your bills on time. But if you have no history, they don't know what you're going to do. Okay? So, if you don't have any credit, you got to get some. Now, like I was saying before, if you're starting off new, nobody wants you because you're nobody. So it's a lot harder for you to get credit. So then what you would have to do is go to a bank and get a secured credit card, which means you borrow from yourself. You put the money in a bank account somewhere, and then you borrow from yourself. Now, one of the easiest, and I've done this myself, y'all know how I am, I'm gonna tell you to do something I haven't done it myself. One of the easiest banks to go to is Self-Lender. If you go to selflender.com, or I think they changed the website to Self. But you go to selflender.com, and they don't care about your credit. They automatically give you a secure loan. They start you off with a loan first. See how you're gonna act with that. And the minimum to get started is like $10, $20. Just let them take $10, $20 out your bank account, and then bam, you got a secure loan that shows up in your credit report within 30 days. Most of the time, credit score goes up a lot within 30 days, okay? And then what they do is that after about the 4th month, they offer you, as long as you've been paying the $25 on time, remember, it's your money, you're just paying yourself every month, $25 increments for 2 years. As long as you pay yourself on time for 4 months, they offer you a secured credit card. So basically, the 4 payments you had of $100 total, they say, hey, look, we'll give you a $100 credit card. So then now you start building your credit history up, and your score goes up a lot faster. Okay, so let's talk about the credit system. And I think what I'm gonna do is pause the video because I've been talking long enough, and I try to keep these videos to 10 minutes or around 10 minutes. So, all right, so let's go back to our little video break song, which is Frozen. But now they know, let it go, let it go. Can't hold me back anymore, let it go.